we go. Hello and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play video of Torg Eternity. We are still in an adventure known as the God Box, and we are picking up with our second episode. So when last we left our, Valiant Heroes, I guess, because I can't think of anything that would go well with Storm Knights.
What did Mike come up with for that?
Not Cheryl. I was going to say penis to start the game.
She's busy in a Zoom meeting, and her character's not in yet anyway, so.
She can say
But, we're the saviors of the storm, duh.
Saviors of the Storm?
Yes.
I believe the official campaign name is Knights of the Storm.
It's true, but I like alliteration.
Yeah. So, when last we left our heroes, they had flown into the Living Land on their way to DC. They got knocked out of the air by a lactin, which is basically like a pterodactyl. Made it down, trekked the rest of the way with a few fights here and there on their way to DC. Then, the commander of the Fort Washington, as it's known, sent them back out into the jungle to go to an apartment building and rescue some people there. They made their way there, they got the people, they convinced them to come along, including the ones who had gone Tarzan, so to speak, and got everybody back, and after a big fight back at their boat, they are now back on their boat heading back to Fort Washington. So let me bring up the map here. I love the name of this map. I will share it momentarily. Let me remove Cheryl's token because she is not here. And bring the adventure back up over here. Dude. So the name of this scene, as we're in scene 9 of part 9 of scene 2, is everything here is trying to eat you.
Oh, no. So you hear that, Mike?
I did. I mean, go ahead and roll a die, James.
Are you sure you want to do that before you know what happens?
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, let's give it a minute.
All right. Let me give you guys your vision.
Cut that out in post.
So there you are, traveling down the Potomac. Off to either side, you can see the shores. You're a little closer on the starboard side. However,
Hey, we're going the same direction when we came down the river. That way.
as you guys have traveled along on the boat, which you guys know is called the Cherry Blossom, the engine does cough and sputter every once in a while. What remains of that Adinos war party that you fought apparently went for reinforcements because they emerged from the deep mist along the riverbank and hiss at you. And there's now well over 50 Adinos, as well as a dozen raptors and several triceratops. They continue to stalk the Cherry Blossom as it putters upstream, occasionally hurling rock-shoot spears to no effect or bellowing out a challenge to you. Then, two of the big triceratops-like creatures step into the water, a trio of Adinos standing atop each of their great bulks as they trundle towards you. The creatures splash forward, swimming now, and the Adinos hurl spears, and an optant on the far shore begins to cast some sort of miracle. When suddenly one of the triceratops is pulled underwater. The river froths with blood, and the Adinos riders begin swimming towards shore in panic, and then one of them is pulled under as well. The Triceratops bursts forth from the water right near the Cherry Blossom. It's going to be right about there. And the ship rises into the air and lands with bone-jarring force, and someone amongst the refugees screams, "Scarlet!" As you guys look, and that young woman, Scarlet, is in the water.
With the Triceratops.
I'm not worried about the Triceratops. I'm more worried about what took down the other creatures.
All right. So the scene is standard still. We're going to go right into actions. So let me pull up the first drama card. It is card number 34L. And I'll rotate it so it's readable. All right, villains go first. Heroes suffer a setback. Approved actions are defend and trick, and everybody must make a hard difficulty number 14 fear test or become stymied. So everybody make a willpower or spirit test.
Willpower, I think I actually have in this character. Yes.
Oh, look, a 10.
Nope, I fail. Does it only last one round?
You become stymied. So it'll last until the end of your turn.
Okay.
14 right on the money.
Oh, I rolled a 10.
I also got a 14 on the money.
23 plus my spirit.
Well, 23, that'd be plus 8 plus your spirit.
All right. So Jean
Yep.
is the only one who is frightened.
We do not have these creatures in the same world. Just around here.
I got my.
And let's see what happens on the villain's turn. Page 84.
No, he still has his card.
Lots of water splashing, and the water is like dark and muddy, so you can't really tell. Every once in a while you catch like the fin of something coming out, as whatever it is that attacked them is still apparently going after the Triceratops. And as the setback happens, the boat peters out. So now you are just drifting. Whoops.
Really, we have a mechanic on board.
I'm going to make this easier on myself.
Computer problem.
Something's on this thing doesn't run on ships.
I'm sure Buckmasters can do it. He's good at everything.
Yeah, I bet Buck could. He's a
Who was driving? Was it Buck?
It was Buckmasters.
All right, so hero's turn. What are our heroes going to do? One of the people are in the water. There's a big Triceratops that apparently is being attacked by something.
What would I need to roll to basically use my rope to lasso her?
That would be, we'll say, melee weapons,
Melee weapons?
and it's going to be a hard 14 just because she's flailing in the water and the water's all churning up around her as you break out your rope.
Will they have the multi-action for drawing his rope too?
Drawing the rope, no, but I would say tying a quick lasso would make it a multi-action.
I figured.
You want me to haste you first?
No. I'm already rolling. Spent one of my 4 possibilities already, so we're starting out the night. But we're starting out the night with a 20 total to get her with that rope.
All right, you tie a quick and hasty lasso, you yank on it, or you toss it out, and you have lassoed her. Let me find a good rope. I know I have a rope repeatable. But but like everything apparently has the word rope in it.
And then I will yell, "Help me pull her in."
Sorry, you yell what?
Help me pull her in.
Okay.
All right.
Whose card are you putting in your pool, Mike?
Put in hero.
All right. Who is going next? Anybody?
Well, we're trying to pull her in. Are we all going to try to help pull her in?
Sure, I'll try helping with that.
All right. So let's see. First penalty 2, 4, 6. So if I do enhance, I can at least try to increase our strengths by a little bit on all of us for 3 rounds.
Well, I was gonna say, you guys are puller. Is there anything larger on the boat we could like maybe throw off into the water to try and trick the creature to think somebody else maybe flashed off?
I mean, you got large bundles of rope, and
Maybe there's something like I said, we could throw overboard like a splash, maybe distract the creature from her while she's doing that. 'Cause that's what I would try to do. So
that would be a trick check.
try to throw something off the side, see if we can distract the creature now.
If you were going to do that, then I would pull my multi-action down to 4 if we're going to do that.
Right, that's why I wanted to bring that up. That way I figured my people would roll.
Yeah, I guess I've got a non-rope way that might get her on board, so I guess you just enhance Buck and maybe yourself.
Okay.
Pushing your pump. Thank you. Alright, trick. So does trick default to?
Defaults to mine.
Wait a minute, I got a trick. What's one?
Trick defaults to charisma. Or no, trick is mine. I was looking at taunt. Sorry.
That's alright, I've got master habit. Yay! Alright, so let's try that. Nine do it?
There's a what?
Nine trick the creature.
A 9? You went stymied or vulnerable for that creature.
Homer makes it easier to do stuff too. That's how he makes it harder to do stuff to us.
But you can't exactly see it at the moment.
Go for stymied then.
All right.
Get her in.
So I'm going to put this just out of view so that way I know exactly.
All right, then I will go
Don't know if it works or not.
next.
Well, you can't see the creature, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Enhance. I'm going to basically step over to the rope.
Yeah, you can draw a card and put one out. Step over to the rail.
Step over to the rope where we're getting this piece of chain going and kind of do like a little flex for myself and Buckmasters.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, what's your strength?
My strength is 7.
All right, cool. So it's the same target number then. So multi-target makes it -2. So my target number is 9 to raise it. Let's see. That's a -8. That'll put me in 9 exactly. So we both get +1 strength.
You have a 17 on your spellcasting?
I'm alteration it.
Nice. I'm not going to feel bad later.
We learned that money from you guys.
All right. So
All right.
both of your muscles expand, and then Jean.
All right, I'll put this card into my pool. I guess that happens after the action. I'm going to try something interesting with a portal.
Okay.
Let's see. I know that water would flow through from water to no water,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to attempt to open it right next to her and try to have the water itself pull her in onto the boat.
Let me double check that.
See if we can occupy the space of something. yes, yeah, find out if it's going to be on a solid surface or not.
We need to put it on the bottom.
It doesn't need to be on a solid surface. I was just checking something else out. All right, so you're trying to create the portal underneath her to suck her in, right?
Next to her, I suppose.
Next to her?
Yeah, I guess the water will do the same trick.
Yeah.
Flow through it. Just make sure it's not too big.
Well, it's going to be about mid-sized.
All right, so we're going to say, because you're kind of having to blindly place it and you're not sure exactly where the other creature is, you can't create the portal inside of another creature if it happens to be there. So we're going to give you the -6 blind fire penalty.
Okay. Okay, so it pushes the DC up to a 20 then.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, here goes nothing. 19 on the die is +6, which would put me at a 20 except for the stymied. So
Which is a -2.
Yep, so I'm going to throw one of these guys.
All right, possibilities are already flowing.
And it counts as a 10 at minimum.
Yep.
So 29.
That won't give a total of 3, so you do have 21 then.
Alright. Check succeeds.
Just a basic success?
Indeed.
All right. So a basic success won't allow you to take her out. Remember, you need at least an outstanding to allow others to go through.
Okay.
So you get just absolutely splashed with water, and
Alright.
it's not going to matter much, the water-wise. The setback was the boat dying. And that is everyone. We go into the next round. 2.
What you get for trying to be creative with physics.
No, it was a great idea, but
Okay.
it's just the way that the spell works.
Yeah, you have to get good to get good.
All right. Something about you. If you have a charisma of 8+,
Nope.
any test you attempt this round is favored.
Buck Masters.
So it's like
Buck
one-
Masters. Villains go first, and they're stymied, which means they have a -2 to all of their rolls, and heroes go second. So on its turn, all right.
So did that bump the unseen creature to very stymied?
It's already at very stymied.
Already is.
So that's 3, 1, 2. It's so that's 14 versus 10. All right. More and more blood is starting to fill the water as the Triceratops tries to get away, and it's going to fail at that. And then it goes to the heroes.
Can we see the creature trying to get the Triceratops?
It has not come above the water yet. And the water's all muddy and
Bloody and
Yep.
In that case, I'm going to grab the rope and help you guys start pulling.
all right. So who's going to lead?
Strike is 7.
All right, so it'll have to be me or Buck Masters that has to take the lead on it.
well, I'll let you guys try first because if you guys manage to pull her in before I go, I'm going to try to get the boat restarted.
Okay, so I'll take the lead on it and you can assist.
So that'll give you a +1. You don't have to roll.
All Alright, so that will put me at a total of 9, so I need to roll a 13 or better on the die. That's an 8, so that's -2. So that'll put me 3 short.
For the 10?
Let me do my math again real quick. -2, so bonus 7, 3 short, and then I'll use action to bring it up to the 10.
Okay. So you are able to pull her.
You put 1 year full, yes.
2 meters closer. Why is that? Okay.
You did action, you help.
So she's just 2 meters closer.
Yep.
All right. We're going to try for a multi-action here.
What is
an
Buck
action-
doing?
This is an action movie. I'm going to yank the rope and hip check the equipment to try to get the boat restarted.
Pulling a Fonz maneuver.
All right. So multi-action penalty difficulty number to get the equipment restarted is a 12.
12. All
10
right.
to pull her.
10 to pull her, 12 there, -2, but everything I do is favored.
Because your charisma is 8 or better. So you can ignore the first roll and roll again.
Correct. And I will, because that first roll was an 8.
But you're stuck with this one.
It was a 10. Second 10. 19 on the third die, so we are at
Plus 11.
39 plus 11. So, with the -2, that's a 16 on the strength check, and then what was the skill
Land
for
or water vehicles.
water vehicles? So defaults to Dex, which same thing, 16 for both.
All right. Nope, this is not the Nile Empire. All right, that is enough to get her right up against the boat.
But not in the boat.
All right, I'll give this lift and
And you start going again.
Yeah, and as I pulled and hip checked, I just said, "Come on, girl," and we're not certain if I was talking to her or the boat.
All right, so you're going to move up and grab the rope and try and pull her over?
yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength chest test. Target number is 10.
17 just gets me to a 10.
All right. You pull her safely onto the boat. And at that point, if Buck wishes, he can throttle her up.
Buck does indeed.
And that will take
Are we
us.
still not sure which one we're talking about?
Both? There's just something about me.
Just something about Buck. All right. Let us, whoops, switch back to the splash screen, which I need to, oh, nope, it rotated itself.
So it jumps us out of combat?
Cards
That
back.
dumps us out of combat. And hopefully my wife is soon to be done with her teacher Zoom meeting.
So we just saved her character.
No,
No.
it's a different Scarlet.
You have the same name.
Yep. I actually made her character's name on the random name generator webpage. And it looked like something she would
I mean,
choose.
if we need to, expand the time frame to wait for her, I could play a Cosm card.
If you really want to.
Why not?
Let me see that card. I might be going back to the same map.
I mean, if it happens, you'll be back on the same map.
Yep.
But regardless, everyone gains a possibility.
Everybody does gain a possibility.
All right, back up to 3.
And I do need to go back to that map.
Sorry, guys. I just couldn't help myself. I held on to my one last week because I didn't want to wreck the boat.
Let me give some thought to this.
Oh, look, it's Living Man Day 1 all over again.
Get your vision back up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're still going up the rivers.
You are indeed going up the river.
Yeah.
All right.
There's no paddles on this boat either.
So as you guys are continuing, you hear a strange sound. What first sounds like some of those lactin, and then what also sounds like raptors. And as you look up, you see a group of Adinos on their lactin, and in each claw of the lactin is held a velociraptor, which they drop immediately onto your boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Got
8,
airdropped raptors.
8. What's that?
We got airdropped raptors.
Airdropped raptors. Someone had a moment of inspiration, and
Did you watch Operation Dumbo Drop earlier this week?
I did not.
Wait, what's that?
You guys seen that movie?
Operation Demo Drop.
Oh, it's great.
Dropping out?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Not.
That makes it good.
All right, scene is still standard.
It's the same card from last time.
And just in case,
That's in case somebody plays Seize Initiative.
Wait, but our cards all went back into our hands.
Yep, because combat is over, but the drama desk card pile stays the same. All right, disorganized rabble. Mobs on either side are stymied thanks to discipline and formations being contradictory concepts. So it doesn't affect you guys, but it will affect the people and the raptors. And heroes go first. Villains are fatigued. I'm not going to mark their fatigue yet. Only if you guys don't kill them on a first shot. Approved actions are maneuver and trick. Who wishes to go first? It's the damnedest thing y'all ever saw.
Yeah.
Well,
They just dropped raptors onto your boat.
well, you guys are good at shooting, so I think I'm gonna try tricking here. So,
How far out can you trick things? Because I was planning on taking out the 3 closest to where we are in the back.
I'll hold up some dino meat from the rations they were giving us. Hey, look at this!
So are you trying to trick all of them?
I'll try and trick the nearest 3 since you're going to try and shoot them.
Okay.
One after the
So that is a multi-action, so a -4.
Alright, so net -4 on to whatever this is, and I rolled a 5. So I only got a 3 in total. They are not impressed.
They do not appear to be impressed.
They see much closer meat.
Who is next?
I'm gonna,
Well, you can only fire 1 shot per round, right?
no.
He can choose to shoot multiple targets.
And each time I fire, it's 2 rounds because it double tap. So I was planning to bring 2 rounds into the 3 closest.
Okay, so let's see. Are you right next to me?
I'm back in the back. I should be back in the back by Buck because I was up along the road and I had loops.
Right, but you guys have been moving since
Yeah,
then.
we've reset. All right, I will take a
Night,
step back to get next to.
Sorry. Buck should be here.
Yeah, next to Holiday. And I will give him haste. Alright, it's 15, it's +2, that's going to be 19, that's going to be good success. So you have to ignore the first 2 points of multi-action penalty for 1 minute.
I will take -2 to fire on the 3 of them, then, yes?
You said first 2 points?
Yes.
So yeah, it'd only be a -2 to fire in all 3.
And that's for 6 rounds. Because rounds are 10 seconds in this, right?
Yep, rounds are 10 seconds.
All right. I'll load on the first 3.
So he's rolling.
$10. That's one to hit for double tap is 11.
I think the Raptors dodge one.
Raptors have a dodge of 11.
11.
So you double tap all 3 of them. What is the damage?
Your shells. So that's
Should be 14 or 15, right?
yeah,
14.
14.
Maybe 20 each of them.
20 each of them, yeah.
You said 28 to each of them?
Yeah, 14 rounds, 2 rounds into each.
So it's 14, 14, 14, 14.
2 bullets into each one.
Right.
14 points per bullet, so 28, 28,
Doesn't
28.
go.
No, it's 14, 14. It doesn't stack. It does the damage separate. I don't believe. Let me double check.
That would be insanely powerful if it did stack.
If it did stack, you could take down High Lords with that.
What's the point of doing 2 shots if it doesn't do. If both bullets don't do the same amount of damage?
They do.
It's 2 packets instead of 1 packet.
Yeah, it's 2 packets of damage instead of 1 big hit.
Oh, so it's 14 and 14 to 1, 14, 14 to another.
Yep.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's what.
It still can take 28, but it can soak it differently.
Yeah.
So, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like getting hit by 2
Each
bullets,
takes
not
14.
getting hit by a howitzer.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but it should be
Yeah.
14 and 14 then. So
It doesn't stack, so it's 14, 14. So that
everyone's getting hit
is.
twice, 14.
So
Actually, yeah, first one to hit, yeah. Didn't do violence against any damage dice.
But yeah, actually, that second one could deal extra if you wounded the first one.
I got a reload damage. Next, separate. Yeah, 2 actually.
oh, seriously?
I would lose any points for it because it is.
Why is it doing that, Shane or Nathan?
Okay, wrong game.
Wrong game.
Yeah, we did the Russia adventure day 1. I guess one character had a RPG launcher, and even that didn't do 28 damage.
It makes sense. Like I said, I understand the concept now, though, because where the mechanics
Right.
of the game works.
Yeah.
It still has a possibility of doing 28 points, but it's just broken up so the slope works.
All right. So they have all been shocked pretty well.
I have to roll for good connection.
And then it goes to. Wait a second. I did their shock wrong.
Actually, I don't know, but it's hard not to.
Delete. They should have 4 shock, not.
I'd say we might be trading. Good draw.
1, 2, 3.
I have an extra bonus die.
I think the Raptors are mad at me.
Yeah, you hurt them. do this. Nope, that didn't work.
I do this in sniper field, but the penalty of losing to be able to shoot those rounds.
There we go. All right. I need to get some like number tokens or something that have more than just 1 or 5. Okay, so who be next?
I think we have Buck left.
Buck is
Oh,
indeed
I
left.
just said. All right, let's see here. Are my savages or anybody on the boat looking like they're going to do anything?
Maybe, but right now they're surprised because, well, they're stymied at the moment.
All right, so if I go.
Most people would be surprised by that.
All right, let's just move into the middle of the group that he just bombasted, and I'm going to pull out my new spear.
Your nice rock shoot spear?
Yep. And I'm going to use that and multi-target all 3 of them.
Doing an all-out attack?
No.
Okay.
All-out attack. Are you crazy?
I mean, you get bonuses in the living land for it.
I'm aware, but I also become very vulnerable before they get to attack me.
And you have Whirlwind, right?
So we'll be at a -4.
Do you have whirlwind?
No, I do not. So -4. 18 on the die gives me +5, so +1. You know what? I gave myself an extra possibility just for this occurrence. 34 minus 8. All right, that is an 18 to hit all of them.
All right, so that's going to be 1 bonus die across the board.
That'll work.
As you spin around, jabbing, slamming, stabbing.
5, 6, 8. So we are going to be doing 16 points of damage to all 3.
16 is enough to cause a wound to each of them. And they all drop quite
And I
dead.
will put Hero in my pool.
Yep, I got set aside because I already knew. Because I already know drama's probably going to be next.
All right. Buck stands over 3 dead raptors. The people are scared. So he turns in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 2 come running back. These 2 come running back.
We're both going to start doing this.
Huh?
So we're both going to start doing this.
Yeah.
We'll come back to Scarlet. We'll come back to Mana. So this guy comes running back. This guy.
Oh, right, yeah. There's a little fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got more than. And 2 more guys are all running back. And yeah, you guys feel the boat shift.
Who's that guy between the 2 raptors? Or what's that between the 2 raptors?
Here?
Yes.
That is Mena. She was the leader. And she pulls out just a little 9mm pistol, and she's going to shoot the one in front of her. And misses. And Scarlet swings her rifle up and shoots the one next to her. Let me check her stats.
Yeah.
I thought I had their stats there. Let's check down here. I bet Quarth. Nope. I am very much looking forward to the encyclopedia update because it's going to make it much easier for me to navigate. All right, so she got a +1. That's 9. She missed, but only barely. Both of them, however, seeing that they missed their shots, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mena moves there, taking cover, and 2, 4, 5. She moves to there, taking cover. Then it goes to the villain's turn.
Oh, we have an extra person in?
Nina did move.
Oh yeah, there's 2 Menas.
Oh, apparently I stacked Mena on top of somebody.
And the villains are fatigued. Yay.
They are all fatigued. They all do have 2 shock points. I'm just not going to throw 2 shock points on every raptor. All right, this one comes rushing forward, as does this one. And they're going after the first easy meat they see, which will be that guy. That's 1. And they failed. This one comes up, stands on the seat, hops over the seat, and they're both going after Mena. That's the second one in a row I've rolled.
Wow.
Time to switch toward dice,
I'd say, what were these numbers on Saturday?
right?
I mean, save those for tomorrow.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one hops up on the seat in front of Scarlet. And that is a -1 to 10. Pardon me. And Scarlet gets bit. Strength +2 is 11 versus her toughness of 7. So that's 4 result points. And she is taking a couple of shock out of the deal. All right. And that was the villain's turn, so we go into the next round. Ooh. That's a good one.
Good for whom?
Good across the board. Strong spirits. The faith skill is favored this round, but the backlash for failing to invoke a miracle increases to a wound. Heroes go first. Villains have an inspiration, so they all lose their fatigue shock. And approved actions are taunt. Who wishes to go first?
Well, you want me to do some buffing?
Sure.
All right. We are going to multi-target with enhance.
Okay.
We're going to pick fucking Doc because your primary skills are
Spirit.
Spirit. So yeah, we're going to be doing raising dex for both of those. I can only do one stat at a time.
All right.
All right.
You can choose to fire a single shot.
All right, Doc. What's your dexterity? What's your dexterity?
Yep.
11. Buck, what's your dexterity?
8.
8. All right.
I was going to say, Buck is pretty spread out across the board, isn't he?
He's pretty even.
Except for Spirit. That's jacked up.
That's a 19 on the die, so that's plus 6. That's going to be 23. You said you were 11. So that's going to be an outstanding. So both of you get plus 3 to your dex for 3 rounds. Nice.
Well then, filled with that vigor, Buck's going to leap over that front raptor to get the 3 of them all within a sweep.
Okay. That is going to be... We're going to call that a maneuver check.
That'll work. Well, this is a -6 because maneuver plus 2 extra attacks.
All right, so we got 3 rounds left on that.
Let's see. 18 plus 5. 10. I'll spend my hero.
Your hero. All right, hero spent.
So 16 on top of that makes up the 34 minus 6. All right, so that's going to be a 15 total on
15.
all of that. And we'll drop.
Let's see, against their maneuver. Hold on, I got a sound drop. There we go. Did it not? It didn't play. All right. 15 on the maneuver is just a success. So I'll let you slide by. It won't give you anything bonus. It's not going to cause, since you were trying to do something specific, it won't cause stymie or anything. And what was your total on the melee weapons?
Also 15.
All right. So that's not enough for a bonus die. What is the damage?
Damage is only 9.
9 versus their toughness of 10 is only 1 shock. So I need a third one of these guys. So there's 1, 1, and 1. All right. Who's next?
Okay. I'm going to reload, which is an action for me.
Mm-hmm.
Move up to where the dead raptors see. Is that a wall or is that
It's a railing. You're on a raised section of the boat. The pilot. It used to be a full-on pilot house, but they took the walls out.
So we're raised up here then, okay. What's the penalty for shooting down at those raptors? There's people around them.
So
That'd be a good thing to know before I fire.
when you roll
It is only left.
on an even die result, it's going to be targeted against the target. On an odd die result, it has a chance to hit somebody next to your target.
You might want this.
It is only
Well, Black and an important character, and
I think we'll swap that. Like precision.
Okay. Allowing you to shoot into crowds.
Yeah.
well, can you play it afterwards? Does it say next attack?
Yeah, does it say next attack or...
Play this card to ruin a friendly fire willfully. One test or prevent an ally who would have normally been included within the area of effect from being affected. So I can roll first and then.
Okay.
But
Yep.
actually, I can roll and see who it hits. And if it would have hit Buck, I can play this and spare him.
Yep.
Alright, if that's the case, I will try and pretty much do the exact same thing I did last time. Try and clear up the. Well, there's other people in there too.
Let's say friendly players or a friendly player.
It allows them to ignore the friendly fire.
Prevent an
For
ally
one
who is really
test.
intimidated. It says ally, not ally.
So that would be the people who you rescued. Could be counted as an ally. So it only works against one ally.
Yes, one of them, not all of them. Sometimes they move up into the place in front of the one raptor.
Can be in melee with them.
Yeah. What would that be if I mean,
You're shooting against his unarmed combat instead of his dodge.
that's probably
And if you had a rifle, you wouldn't be able to shoot at him from there.
I'm trying to figure out where I can move to mitigate the damage and the friendly fire. Oh well, I'm saying I'm only able to shoot. I can't shoot any of them really without.
Oh, I guess the one on the far left only has one person next to it.
And in the worst case scenario, you can accidentally hit the other one.
True.
That's best case.
Yeah.
If he rolls an odd.
If I roll out, I'll use the card. Save the
So-
other person from hit.
Which one are you shooting? Here, I'll zoom in.
I'm gonna shoot the far one that on the far left. That's standing behind the seat and on top of the seat, I guess.
Because everybody's kind of compiled into one section now. So this guy here.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Are you single shot or double tapping it?
Oh, how much you hit on double tap? Actually, I'm going to, but that'd be more negative.
Well, you can only shoot him once per round unless you have flurry.
And then the next one double tap to him in.
But you don't have any negatives because of haste.
Double tapping?
Yeah.
The dodge is 11.
Mhm.
So the dodge is 11 if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yep. Dodge is 11.
So I rolled a 9,
What's the actual die roll?
a 9.
A 9? Okay. So that has a chance to hit another target. Unless you want to play precision now.
This says it prevent who would normally be included, so does that mean I can wait till after it's decided or I have to play it now?
You could play it at either point.
So let's see, 16 plus 3 is 19 minus 1 for roll is 18.
Looks like it's going to hit Mana.
Yeah, we're playing the card.
All right. So it hits the raptor, and how much? What was your total again?
And then 18 plus 1 to hit, so 19.
19. So that's going to be one bonus die.
So 4, so 18 and 18.
All right.
If it's up for both rounds.
And another one dies.
Wouldn't it be the other actor? Did you miss
Mhm.
the first one?
He played the card, so I put it back on the main target.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, bullet by me was there. Hope she's not mad because she wasn't there with me last game. The card I played, so.
She's going to be even more in love with you now.
All right. That.
Not active yet. Is anyone else not active yet?
Nope, your last.
You're the last one to go.
Alright. Alright. I will pull out my cyber dagger.
Your power dagger.
Yes, it is. I will move up to the second from the right.
1, 2, 3. Whoops, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces effectively for jumping down.
Alright. Okay, and then I'm going to do a multi-action taunt and melee weapons.
Okay.
So I guess I already had the dinosaur meat out from earlier.
Yep.
Oh, you did not want this? I'll just throw it overboard to make the raptor angry,
Okay.
and then go after it with the dagger.
Go ahead and make the roll.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Nope, my dice do not like me tonight. Let's see here. 9 is a -1, so the taunt is a 7, and the melee weapons is an 8.
And both of those will miss.
What did he need?
10 on the taunt minimum and 11 on the melee.
What'd you get? How far off were you?
Okay, so there's a couple points off on each.
That help?
Oh yeah, let's see. So 7 on taunt would be boosted to a 10, and that was just missing still.
10 is a success on the taunt.
Okay, and then melee weapons would be 8 to 11.
That would make no hit. That means that
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
that's quarter.
All right. You want them vulnerable or stymied?
I'll make them vulnerable.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll play the drama on to try and make it a better hit. So 9 plus 18 is 27. So that's plus 9 on my results. Plus your 3 is plus 12. Okay. So instead of the taunt being... So the taunt with the plus 12 would be a 20 in total.
Okay. Which is enough to make him very vulnerable. And what's the total on the
The
melee?
weapons, melee plus 12 would be 21 with those
21 is going to net you 2 bonus dice.
Alright, roll big. Okay, a 3 and a 6, which is 8 plus another 6, 13. 14, 15 plus 8 is 23. Good teamwork.
Nice. Well played, drama card.
All right.
And since I succeeded at a taunt, I get to draw,
That is correct.
and I get to put a thing into play.
All right. There's only 3 raptors still standing, and it's their turn. And this one keeps going after Mena. And that's going to be a miss. These 2, however, were hit by Buck. So they are going to join their efforts.
Ooh, give themselves a +1.
And so it's a -3. What is Buck's melee weapons?
13 currently,
So they missed.
thanks to that dex boost.
All right. Next card draw. Uh, 22. Card number 22. All right. Killer terrain. You can use a survival skill as an interaction attack this round. The target is the defender's survival. Heroes go first with an inspiration, and any action is approved. So if you've taken any shock, which I don't think anybody has,
Nope.
recover 2.
Everybody else in there, all the other people.
All right, well.
Now, though, wouldn't they?
Yep.
Buck's gonna whirlwind the 2 that I've already got here.
All right. Who's going to go first?
Buckmasters.
Every time he says
Can you hear me?
video,
Yeah.
Saturday,
Okay.
I skip in fact. Yeah,
All right, so I have an inspiration. Let's just see.
You're trying to hit both?
Yeah, so just a -2 this time. And we'll go ahead and spend drama. Put that up there. All right, that's going to be a 20 to hit both of them.
All right. That is 1 bonus die.
All right, we'll drop supporter in the pool.
Alrighty.
And that on top. So 17 points of damage.
17, 6 result points, and those two fall to the ground, quite dead. Looks like the Velociraptor bombing run did not work
Yep.
so
And
far.
You got a hero, Mike.
I got another hero.
Yep.
You don't
Nice.
need another hero.
Master's hero for hire.
All right, I know the next sound drop I need to create.
All right, so there's only one raptor left.
One raptor left, and all three of you have your actions.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take an action just to be able to draw a card.
Okay.
So we're going to take both of these down real quick. We are going to cast Enhance on myself, and we're going to kind of like flow like we're putting on makeup to try to raise our charisma.
All right.
Because the target number is only 5 for that. I want a 10. Alright, that's 16. That's going to be a +3. That's going to be an outstanding success. My charisma's raised by 3 for a long time. For a minute, or for.
It's a full minute. 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We have 2 people left with actions. Who wishes to go?
I'm gonna go behind that raptor and put 2 in the back of his head. Is that gonna risk the friendly fire?
Anytime something is in melee, it risks friendly fire.
Aren't you able to use pistols as a
He
modified?
can use
weapon?
his pistol as a club.
Well, I'll try and trick it and get it vulnerable for you then. So I'll try and move around the raptor like I'm going to attack it and pretend to stumble over the other dead raptor and look like I'm vulnerable and easy to get.
Okay, go ahead and make that trick check.
Okay. Let's see. That's a -2, so a total of 9. What am I going for?
Target number is 8.
Okay.
Stymied or vulnerable?
Vulnerable. Yep, that I do.
All right, and that leaves Holiday.
Yeah. Guess I'll try and crack it over the head with my weapon.
You want to move up to do it? 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6 is the. Seven. You could draw your saber as you go. I mean, drawing a weapon isn't an action, so.
Which would do more damage, but do I hit you with the saber about the same?
No chance of hitting a friend with the saber.
But when using the gun as a club, though,
Yeah, you're going to do more damage with the saber.
we'll use the saber.
It's only strength +1 for the to pistol whip.
I don't know if the saber's damage.
Right, but doesn't he always re-roll ones with his pistol regardless?
Ah, only on bonus dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only on the bonus die. So yeah, I'll try and stab it with my saber.
Saber, I think, is strength +2, isn't it?
+3
All right.
out here.
Oh, +3? Okay. All right, make your melee weapons roll. Target number is 11.
18, 5, plus...
Or actually, target number is 9 because it's vulnerable.
So 5 plus your bank +3.
So that's going to be 5 plus 14, so 19 points of damage, or 19.
19 to hit is 2 bonus dice.
Strength plus 3, so just 10. No, go 5. So 19.
19.
And the last one falls.
Yeah, she's really going to love me now. I just took out the 2 that were attacking her.
She is very happy. All right. We're going to switch back to this guy. Oh, I need to zoom out. Yep, you guys are no longer in combat.
No, not yet.
This far down the 4 plus A.
Yeah, but we can free trade before that too.
Yep.
Are we traveling still now?
Yeah, you're going to be finishing up the.
For mail
So I have
scrum.
time to bust out my bullet kit and start moving some rounds.
Do you want to do that in the middle of a river?
Probably
What
not.
powder?
And we redraw back up to full hand. Right?
No, not yet. That's
Oh,
only
okay.
end of the scene.
And by the way, that is the end of the scene.
I just wanted to buy Cheryl some more time for a Zoom call.
Like you drew and one fails.
All right. And
Is that in the, what does that mean?
They'll hand out.
Let's see, Buckmasters is the only 4 Earther on this team, so I guess, do you want connection? It seems a little more plausible that you'd know someone around here.
What are you asking?
Would you like the connection card? Figuring it's more plausible that you'd know a guy in America than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want willpower for it?
Sure.
That's pretty much your primary stat anyways.
Yeah.
Nick, will you shoot a picture of that one? I don't remember seeing that one.
Yep. It's basically this one in there that you invade. I'll send you a full restock of what you got.
Thank you, sir. Love you, buddy.
oh, kids going to bed.
I don't have to tuck him in tonight.
All right. So, as I said, end of scene. So possibilities do not refill. But you can, if you so choose, discard and just a second. Discard as many cards as you want and refill back up to 4.
I'm good on my hand.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to get rid of Stephanie. Oh, good idea. I like that better.
All right. Scene 3. The scene is now dramatic. So you guys, after a few hours, return to Fort Washington with the refugees, where you're given a hero's welcome, not to mention a hearty round of smiles and handshakes. Then Major Chandler and his troops escort everyone to a series of tables and tents in the mall and offers all of you some food and water. Dr. Sheila and Billy, the medical people, show up, and Billy says, so, all kinds of parasites there in the living land. I can give you guys update boosters if you want.
Okay.
Yep. I'll sign up for that.
Let's see. Let's see here. And with fine, let me see my fine total. When he says that, that reminds me. Okay. Using my cyber eyes, I'm going to take a very careful look and feel around at the area where he gave me the last vaccine. I guess with my, I guess the world I come from, I guess a lot of medical technology is trapped and will spy on you and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, did he put a microchip in me or anything like that?
You don't believe so.
Okay. Well, if he's being honest, I'll let him give me one then.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not Bill Gates.
Or Jean Marot.
Yeah.
All right. The refugees, including Mina and Scarlett, thank you guys for everything you did for them. And then Major Chandler approaches you after everything appears to be in order, and he says, well, that's a hell of a job, folks. It's hard to get refugees to leave their homes, and even harder to get them to safety. They're my responsibility now, so head over to your quarters and get some rest, and I'll see you at dinner. Some of the scouts bagged some fresh meat today, something exotic. So you guys have a few hours to wander around Fort Washington,
Okay.
which I'll bring back up the Fort Washington map.
And then hand that to James.
Alright.
My plan was to sit in my tent and replenish my bullets.
Oh, that's the wrong map. Isn't it?
Last time I had it for a while.
No, it's the right map. Thing.
Yeah, he's looking for the actual like
There it
city
is.
map of it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that one.
There it is. Yeah.
You said they've got a bunch of museums around here.
Yep.
Is the Smithsonian one here?
Well, considering how many buildings is of the Smithsonian right there in the National Mall,
I'm thinking the one with the dinosaurs.
the Museum of Natural History.
Yes.
Yes, that one is here.
Okay.
Isn't that the one where we were staying in?
Yep.
Well, I'll try and learn some more about these Earth dinosaurs then.
Okay.
I'm just wandering through all the Smithsonian.
Which one? I mean, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You know,
6.
Probably the air and space.
Air and space.
Okay.
That's kind of futuristic type techno stuff. Yeah.
All right. We will come back to that because it doesn't have to be immediately.
Yeah. I figured it'd be at your leisure.
All right. So you're wandering the Air and Space Museum. You're wandering the Natural History. What are you doing?
Making bullets.
Making bullets?
I went through a lot of bullets that day.
Yeah.
And what about Buck?
Buck's making sure that the savage folk that they brought with them are setting up a little camp outside of the camp, so where they're not getting jacked up by the possibility energy.
He's making sure his tribe gets settled in.
Okay.
'Cause he's the
Um,
one to help.
You are able to get them set up over near the ellipse. That's where some of the other Tarzan folk have gone. Yeah, it's up close to the White House. Oh, pardon me.
Wow.
And
You know what he put on there.
the next few hours, together for dinner, and there's a massive chunk of meat sitting on a table surrounded by potatoes, corn, and other vegetables. The vegetables and the corn and the potatoes, they're all huge. Like whatever's in the dirt now really helps things grow.
Okay, so potatoes like this.
Like
Watermelon
this.
size, pumpkin
Okay.
size,
Fucking watermelon size. Corn kernels big as your fist.
food of the gods. Zero.
Dinner's pretty festive and absolutely delicious. You're not sure what the meat is. And you see a lot of the non-transformed residents from Henson Manor, including Dr. Mina and Scarlett. And Mina first tells a story that you guys had already heard about how the folks of Henson Manor had managed to hold off the lizard attacks. And after she finishes her tale, Major Chandler joins in. And he's like, well, I was a second lieutenant when I got here. My company commander wouldn't say why we were heading to Washington. We all saw the footage out of New York, but I don't think anyone really believed it. It was just like watching a movie or something, you know? Just special effects. We got here and there was fighting everywhere. We fell back time after time until we set up around the mall here. Tens of thousands of civilians came in and we transported them out on trains, buses, cars, planes, helicopters, basically whatever we could find that still worked. Most of them were sent south and west since the invasion came from the northeast. Oh. Pardon me. We piled up artifacts from the museums and government buildings too, but people came first and there was just so much of it. Then the lizards came again. We wasted them at first. Spears and scaly skin don't do much against machine guns and tanks. By then we knew better than to pursue them if they broke off. 10 feet into the jungle and our soldiers' weapons started jamming. Some of the troops just stopped in their tracks and stared. We know now they'd transformed. We call them Tarzans. Cavemen isn't really accurate, you know. They're not stupid. They're just as clever or smart as they were before. They just don't get modern concepts like, I don't know how to pluck and cook that giant chicken we ate. Thing I miss most, though? Starbucks and Netflix. How about you guys? Any good tales from your own place?
I say Buckmaster's going to tell us about Florida.
What?
He was asking if you guys had any tales you wish to share.
Right. I didn't hear what Nick said. Something
I said,
about Florida.
Buckmaster's going to tell us about Florida because, obviously he's the Florida man of the group.
Now I'm just waiting for one of you guys to tell one of your weird have to murder bodies stories.
Everybody looking at me.
I don't know. Why is?
Like you?
Dead live.
Basically, Buck will start telling about the last time he was in Washington. If you've seen the movie White House Down, that's the plot that he's going to discuss.
So, I think pretty much I'd be describing something along the lines of Penny Dreadful.
Fairly accurate for the world you're from. After about an hour of tales, you guys hear the sounds of machine guns off to the west. Then the heavier sounds of tank guns. Major Chandler gets a call on his radio, and he immediately hops up and says, "Sorry, folks, dinner's over." And he shouts out, "Battle stations, everyone!" Looks back to you guys. He says, "You folks, get Mina and her people to the castle. We'll handle the assault. Dr. Maxwell, Billy, get set up for casualties." And they all start heading off. Are you looking for the castle?
Okay, I see it. Bomb center.
Yep, right there. And you guys are in this area here. All right. As you guys are making your way through the gardens, just a moment. This map has like 1,500 items on it.
There's all the trees.
And all right. So we don't have her yet. She's still busy chatting with her friends. She may not join us tonight. All right, so as you guys quickly rush to get to the castle, let me get you guys in position, and the refugees. Nina and Scarlet are with you.
That was me telling her you guys. She said, I'll send it.
I love hex maps, but sometimes they mess things up. All right. As I said, the scene is dramatic. And let me give you your vision. Oh, well, that's weird. Layering messed up.
Assuming all the asphalt is the very bottom.
Yep. There we go. That looks better.
Are we in?
The layers sometimes mess up. All right, as you guys are moving to the south, the castle is all the way down here. And as you guys are going, I need everybody to make a find total.
I got a 10 on the dot.
Nice.
I got a 9. Yeah.
9, a 10,
12.
12, a 3. All right. So the only person who isn't surprised is Edgelord. As he plays an alertness card. All right. So at the last moment, as Edgelord turns to look, Holiday, go ahead and discard it, shouts out, "Look out!" As coming out of the trees to the group's left, stage right, you guys see a group of Adinos, and they have blood in their eyes. All right, I'm going to put the discard pile up, and okay. First round.
That's never a good sign.
It's either really good for us or really bad for us when he laughs like that.
A combination of two cards.
Villains go first with the surprise Baruka.
All right, Reality Burst. All Ords suffer 2 shock and disconnect. Reality-rated characters make a reality test and lose 1 possibility on a failure. So everybody make a reality check.
What's the
As target number's 10.
10? Okay.
Approved actions are attack and taunt.
7 is minus 2,
On the-
so I lose a possibility.
On the plus side, the shock that the refugees just took is given right back from the inspiration. All right, so who beat that 10? I'm thinking Mike did not.
I got it on the dot, but I rolled a 6. That's really glad my reality is a 14.
All right, so everybody who was under 10 loses a possibility. And who is going to go first?
Wait, where are these again?
All circles on the right side. Oh, welcome.
They do have some concealment, so targeting while they're inside the trees is going to be a little harder.
You know what? I'll try going first. I'll try and cast Fly to get airborne,
Okay, go ahead and make your attempt to cast.
but not with a roll like that. I got a 10, so I fail.
All right, who's going to go next?
All right. Who am I saying next to? Buckmasters?
You are indeed standing right behind Buck Masters.
Alright, so first thing we'll do is we will cast haste on Buckmasters, and then after we do that, we'll take a step over towards basically put the Dinos, or dock between the Dinos and myself, because he's got the big boomstick.
Alright, go ahead and make your spell cast.
Alright. Ooh. That's 4. Alright. Standard success, so you know what? We'll spend a possibility to make it better. It's 11, so that makes it 16, so that makes it 20, that makes it an outstanding success. So for the next minute, Mike, you get to ignore the first 4 multi-action penalty.
Wow.
And then I will move behind Doc.
Is it the first 4 is in first 4 multi-actions or the first -4?
The first -4.
Okay. So 2. I get to make 3 actions without a penalty.
Yes.
There we go.
Alright, who's going to go next? We have Buck and we have Holiday left. Fine.
I was gonna let Shooty McShooty go before.
I can't really get a clear shot off on you there.
Yep. The concealment's going to give them a -4.
I'll try and talk to them to draw them out.
Taunt all of them? Or one of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So it'll be minus 18 to do all of them.
No, I'm not going to try all of them.
6,
No.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll just try and talk the first 2 out.
Okay, so a -2.
That's 10. That's 22. So 8, 15.
15 against their taunt of let's see, taunt defaults to charisma.
Correct.
All right, so do you want to make them stymied or vulnerable?
Go stymied because I'm gonna not engage yet.
Stymie.
Oops. All right, so that's going to be on that guy. That's going to be on that guy. All right. And Buck.
Fuck it, it's time for some hero shit. Alright, so targeting all of them with Intimidate would be a -10
Correct.
because I ignore the first 2 of them.
The first, yes.
First 4 points.
So I'm gonna step up or just stand right there, just plant the spear that I took off of one of their dead compatriots and say, "Come on, Slee Stacks, it's time to get bucked."
I thought he was going to go fuck you myself. But
And I'm going to spend a possibility to get this going because I do have a -10 to account for. I'm at a 19 already, so that's good. 2 19s makes it a 38. So that's a 13 on that Intimidate.
13 on the Intimidate. Against their Intimidate of... Let me bring them back up. Their Intimidate is 10. So, stymied or vulnerable?
Stymied.
All right, you were going after all of them.
All of them except the ones that were already stymied.
so that beat.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to center these guys because it'll make them easier to move. All right. That's all of you guys. Mana is disconnected. So is Scarlet and the rest of them, and they all are going to take off this way, running from the Adinos.
You missed one.
No.
Was that a bush? I see a pale circle.
Oh, that's black. That's something.
That's Buck.
No. Diagonal back from the first one. No, not up there, but back down where the sweet stacks are.
Oh, right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Thought you were saying I missed moving one of the refugees.
No, I meant sweet stack, sorry. Of course, it could have been like the other bush. I don't know why I have bad eyes.
All right, then it is the Adinos' turn. The closest one. 1, 2, 3. Let me double check their movement.
Midwestern black.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Well, he's got probably the best melee defense.
Well, it's going to get better next turn. Yeah, that's why I'm going to be doing some shenanigans here.
He is running.
Doing my spellcaster future stuff.
He's coming out again. He's going after the
20, 21, 22, 23. So
what is that? He's humanoid or
these are Adinos.
what are they exactly?
Humanoid lizard folk.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll bring up a picture of one.
That's all right. Slee stack sums it up. I understand that now. The original Slee stack had that stuff from the thermal.
Alright, these guys are able to get to here. And 9. Alright, so one of them made it into melee. And he tries to stab Buck and misses. The next two are throwing one of their spears, or each throwing their spears. And let's see, that is still going to be Buck. That's plus.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Teachers chat a lot, in case you guys didn't know that.
4,
My battery wouldn't fit there.
6.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to talk all day, so.
Oh, there it is. Missile weapons. 10. All right. What is your dodge, Buck?
8.
So that's 14 versus 8 is 6 result points, so they're going to get 1 bonus die as the other 6 there. 10,
And then 5.
22 versus your toughness.
That's a toughness of 7.
So that's going to be 15 result points. That's 3 wounds and 6 shock.
You mean I'm soaking that, right?
You're attempting to soak that.
No, I'm soaking it.
So, possibility?
Yep.
Yep, I have 1 possibility left.
Yep.
But I do throw in my pool, so.
Yep. I'm assuming you're putting opponent fails in your pool on your next turn.
Put a what?
You're going to put opponent fails.
Right? What's this check
Misses.
again? Reality?
Reality.
Yeah, reality. Target number is 10.
That would be a total of 18.
All right, so that is a good success. So you only take 1 wound and no shock. All right, and I already did the other rolls for the other guys. They missed the refugees. As we're going into the next round, Miss Roth, you've been hanging out here.
I thought you were saying someone's name, not Miss Roth.
I mean, technically that is.
That is your character's name.
I don't like having a last name. Scarlet.
Well, we have a Scarlet in the NPCs right now, so.
Scar then.
Scarjo?
Anyway, what about me?
So it sounds like the lizards are attacking again. And as you're coming out of the castle, and you were walking up the way, this is where you start when you see that there's a bunch of Adinos attacking a bunch of what you can only describe, well, one guy looks kind of normal, except for he's dressed up like an action hero. One guy looks like he's caught somewhere between a Western and Victorian era. And the other two definitely are not of this world. They're human, but they're wearing like this high-tech clothing. That should be... There we go. And you see that they're fighting the lizards. Oh, and I did promise a picture. I think I've got a picture. Well, I can do this. So, Joe, this is what a typical Adinos looks like.
Okay.
I like the top-down over instead of the disc.
Yeah. Like, here's another good example.
Yeah, that's a really good picture of one there.
It's from one of the source books.
And as we go into round 2, scene is still dramatic.
Question.
Answer.
The triangles are Adinos?
Range of triangles.
They have the triangles on them right now, yes.
That's what we don't want to go against.
Yeah, Dino
Can
Schwarzenegger.
I pyrokinesis stuff?
Once you get into the action rounds, yes, which will be the start of, or this turn. But yes, you could, if you so choose, pyrokinesis them. Let's see what the next card says.
Oh, I thought that was our card.
That was last round.
Yeah, he came in at the end of the round.
All right. Mist. Spiritual mist rises from the ground. All attacks are now going to suffer a -2 darkness penalty. I don't believe any of you are Adinos with the Star Eyes perks, so villains go first with an inspiration. Heroes go second. Approved actions are active defense and maneuver. So we're going to start with the 3 up there. This actually ended up working out a little bit in your favor because they stay stymied. With the -2, that is our total of -4. That's a miss. And then the 2, also a miss. These guys step up with their claws. They are trying to get the big scary guy. This guy moves up to here. Damn it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are all piling in. Angrily so, it seems. All right. So 4 of them going after Buck. They have a -4. So a total net of -2 against there. All right. What is your melee weapons?
10.
Their melee weapons is currently sitting at 8 because of that. So they miss. Then, wow. Apparently, I was not paying attention on my layering. One of them is going to try and claw Holiday. So, Holiday, what is your unarmed combat?
11.
11, he's going to miss. And the last one is going after Edgelord. And he misses big time. It is now the hero's turn. These guys, yeah.
I don't have my defenses
Did I not fill them in?
or my shock and wound.
Okay. That's easy.
Just so you know, I don't have those numbers.
How big is a small explosion?
Small burst.
So we got the base one.
If you shot the guy in the back, I think you get the 3 next to
That's
him. Not
what I'm
us.
thinking.
Is based on melee combat. Yep. Unarmed is based on unarmed combat.
That's a small burst.
Can you send it on the back rafters? That's beautiful.
You going to go first?
Based on your spirit.
Unless Buck wants to try and go first.
Buck will most definitely go first if you.
Or do you want me to buff?
I'm gonna say let Edgelord go first.
Well, it's fine if Edgelord wants to buff me. That works too.
Alright, so
He's behind me now. He has to move around to get to you.
no, I don't know if I'm doing enhance.
Good.
So we're a little bit surrounded, and you said drawing weapons basically simple action.
Yeah.
All right, so we are actually going to draw our katana, take one step back.
This way?
Yep. And let's see, I get the darkness penalty you said, which is, what is it?
-2.
-2, that's it? Okay. So -2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, that'd be a total of -8, right? I'm targeting all of us?
2, 4, 6. Yep, 8.
Okay. So we will kind of do a little bit of sword play to increase everybody's dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 10. What's your dex?
8.
8,
11.
11, and Mike's is 8.
Yes.
There's no possibility to use that up. Just want to get decent on this. Okay, so that's going to be 19. That's going to be plus 6. That's going to be 23 minus 8. That's going to be 15. So it's going to be good success for myself. Anybody who's under 10, it's going to be a plus 2.
All right.
And anyone above 10 is only going to be a plus 1.
Plus 1.
All right.
That works because
Who's going next?
Buck's going swinging. We'll target all 4 for a total of -4 with the daylight penalty and the multi-target penalty. And just bleeding as he holds his wound tight, just looks at the 4 of them around him and just goes, "You done bucked up now."
And so don't forget your 1 from your minus 1 from the wound penalty, too.
Right, so -5 total. Go ahead and spend hero.
That's going to be me first.
Oh, shit. That's now 37. 21 on all of them.
21. And the target number was Gardens, Adino Scouts. 10s across the board. So 2 bonus dice.
All right, and opponent fails goes into the pool.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
That's 4, 6, 9 bonus. 22 damage to all 4 of them.
It's 12 each. Oh.
And what's your toughness?
10. Those are gone. Well, that one's gone. All right, so this guy,
Who's Buck?
This
Buck
guy.
was the other guy.
No, he's the guy from No Hall. Or
I'm saying there's more dead in Buck's shoe than
Yeah, he was just taking the
No, he was removing the stymied from
Oh,
previous
from the ones
rounds
that he
as I
did.
went.
Oh, yes, okay. I thought they were playing. I thought that was different.
yeah, no, he's removing the signing because Buck went.
All right. As Buck takes 4 of them out. Yes, do you wish to step in? You're going to walk closer?
Well, it says no range penalty.
Right, but you still have to be within 25 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay.
7,
I'll change the
8, 9,
Or
10,
you
11,
can just
12,
show the one behind.
13 to the closest. The farthest way, which are these guys over here that are chasing. So you determine
How many?
how many you're going to hit. And it's a -2 for each additional target. However, you're at an additional -2 because of the darkness that suddenly sprang up out of
Okay,
nowhere.
how far is it to the 3 that are chasing the
Give me my mouse
innocents?
back.
Is that what you call them?
The refugees, yeah.
The refugees?
You can also just take a step back and fire those 3.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 to the farthest one.
Okay, so within my range.
Yep.
So I'm going to pyrokinesis those 3. So that's
Okay.
-8.
-8 total,
And I'm going against the target's dodge
which is 10.
-8 or -6?
8.
because darkness is what I was told.
Okay.
No. -2, -4, -6.
Oh, the first one I don't take a -4?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay, so -6. And so I'm trying to get more than its 10 using what?
What's it say on your card? What skill?
Kinesis. So it's a 13 starting. So, okay. So to make it, it's a minus what?
6.
So I'm at a 1 right now. So I can use a possibility, right?
Right.
And re-roll this.
And remember, the -6 doesn't come on the die roll.
No, yeah, I rolled a 4. It was a -6, -6.
Okay.
That's a 17, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, right?
Yep.
So that's 8, so I'm at a 15 now. So that is a
15.
good.
That is a good success. So you add a bonus die onto that
Yes,
14.
Like,
Yep.
see, I said that before.
I am proud of you.
So I get a bonus die.
hmm
So they each take 18 fire damage.
Which one was that?
4.
Against their toughness.
I know, 6.
10.
5.
That is a wound each, which these guys don't have wounds. And as you guys hear just this sudden conflagration, glancing over your shoulders, you see 3 of them just burst into flames and drop to the ground.
Told you I was useful.
Oh, yeah, the cooking meter out here.
I'm gonna look at the dude who's been casting the weird magic, like the portals and stuff, and say, "Finally, you did something useful."
Who is that?
That's me. No comment.
Because I don't know Cheryl's character yet.
You're playing useful? No.
Yeah, because she doesn't give anything away when she uses her abilities, because it's all mental. The fire just appears where she wills it.
All right, I'll let you step back first. Do your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Taking a step back.
Yeah. No, center this small blast on the middle switch stack that's still alive.
The middle of Dinos.
Yeah.
He looks a little
rounds.
tougher.
2 explosive rounds.
Okay. He looks a little tougher than the others.
So that's going to be -2 just because of the darkness.
But +1 from double tapping.
One, two, so we're going to set. That's going to make it straight up 16.
Yeah.
There's that possibility to bump that.
Alright, so what's your die facing right now?
Hmm?
What's your die facing right now?
That's 14 right there. That's 15, that's 21.
So that's going to be an additional 8, which you're already on.
That moves up to 24 then.
24.
Yep.
All right. That is going to be an outstanding success. What is the damage? 2 bonus dice for outstanding.
Oh darn, gotta reroll that one. And 2 hits for 25 each.
All right. So that's 15 result points. So these guys are just
You can do it after
dead.
everything's been figured.
And his second one.
We'll see what the determination is.
And as the smoke clears, that guy seems to have come through unscathed. It's almost like he reached out and found the one chance he had to completely avoid all the damage.
Oh, so he's a reality rated?
Yep.
Looks like.
Hey, Mike, you know you got, I think,
I've been waiting to come across a reality rated opponent.
All right. So look at him coming through the explosion. I will take out a paper clip. Just look him in the eye and go.
Casting the bullet spell?
Yep. Yeah. But not with that roll.
What'd you roll?
A 5. Let's see here. So 5 would be -4, so that would be only a 10 to hit.
10 is a hit. His dodge is only 10.
Well, I'm thinking about how to spend these things to get it better, but I'll leave it at a 10 for now. Then
What's the damage?
Is this a
Let me see.
actual campaign?
Mm-hmm.
So you have scenes?
13 damage.
Yep. 13. That'll be 3 result points.
Oh, actually, it would have been a miss because of the -2 for the miss. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I'll just put a card in my pool.
All right. That is all of you
I'll
guys.
take out the power dagger in any case.
And we go into the next round.
What are the refugees doing?
They've been trying to run away from the Adinos because they have all disconnected.
Yep, they are primal instinct, just run.
You're doing a good job of this.
All right. Fickle Fate. Dice added by possibilities or an equivalent. Don't add a minimum of 10 this round. Heroes go first. Villains go second with a flurry. Any multi-action approved. Who wishes to go first?
What's the scale?
He looks unscathed, correct?
For the most part, yeah.
Can I try pyrokinesis again?
Yeah.
certain number of those I can
You
use?
could do that,
Nope. It's just when you fail, you take 2 shock points.
especially since they have
Wait,
4.
fail or mishap?
Fail.
Okay, I can have some shock points then.
Okay.
A 9?
A 9. That against his dodge is going to miss. No, it's a mishap. You're right. It's a mishap. Say again?
Or dex?
No, it's dodge if he has dodge. Did you hear me, Ben? It's only on a mishap.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
So fire erupts around him, and it doesn't touch him this time.
What number was it?
10.
Oh, it was actually 7 because of the -2 for darkness.
That's gone
it's gone now.
Oh, why is it gone?
because there's a new card. It was a special effect of the Living Land drama card.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
So we are. We'll go. We will cast haste on to Doc, and we will also try to trick the guy. How would I?
Let me get a card because I did something. But I did succeed, so I
You don't get to draw.
You don't get to draw, but you can put one in your pool.
Would tricking him be like, if I skim my sword across the ground and kind of make sparks or anything like that?
Trying to distract him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll do that. So these will both down 1, and this is the entrance is going to be -2. That's going to be 14. It's going to be a +1. So Doc is going to be hasted, and it's going to be a 13 or 11 to trick it.
11 versus his trick of 9. So, do you want him stymied or?
We're going to make him stymied.
Okay.
Stymied also reduces his reality checks too.
Yeah, I only have one possibility left, so I'm not starting Reality Storm because it'll end as soon as it starts.
Okay, I'll go next. Multi-action.
Yep.
I'm gonna fire into him twice.
Double tap.
Huh?
It has to be 2 different actions.
Yeah, so that's why I like it. Instead of casting 2 spells, I can't do that. That's why I kind of tried to
Yeah.
trick him with the sword, making sparks across the ground.
Well.
You taunt him.
I mean, if I'll go next because I was going to do a multi-action.
I'm just trying to put some. Okay, you go ahead.
Step up. I'm going to stab and intimidate him.
All right.
So, minuses. This is my last action with the. Or no, I still got a couple more rounds on that. It's a 10. 18, 28. That's going to be a 19 on the. I'm sorry, that is a 21 on both the hit and the intimidate.
Okay. Both of them are outstanding successes.
So we'll make him very stymied and vulnerable 1.
Your multi-action numbers too. I didn't get enough.
And then the damage on that. 5, 6, is 24 points of damage.
All right. He spins. And it's 14. So he has.
So, like,
He will have failed that soak, because I will play opponent fails on him, soaking that damage.
All right. So he has. He is not dead.
no, because reality rate means he can have anywhere from 3 to more wounds. As a staff.
1 to 5 wounds.
1 to 5.
And I'm going to drop supporter in my pool.
We need to gain 14
And what did I
actions.
draw, Nick?
You drew an action.
Action, awesome.
All right. That just leaves Holiday.
I didn't act yet.
Oh, sorry. Holiday and Jean.
Sorry, Cheryl went and that confused you. Because we only have 4 people on my.
Sorry, I can go back to the meeting. I'm sure they're still talking.
With their Midwestern goodbyes.
All right. Is there such a thing as readying an action in this game?
You can wait, and it gives you a -2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. You can go at any time before your next turn with a -2 penalty.
Why would you want to do that then?
You can go if you're.
'Cause you can interrupt.
You can interrupt stuff.
Okay. So
Like, he could wait, and he steps up to hit somebody. He can cast portal and try to get them out, so he can't hit them. That's an example.
So I think. Okay. Yeah. Let me think about the physics here.
Don't make it hard.
Okay, got it. I'll talk up Buckmaster's. You can never take the great Buckmaster's.
It's true.
He can dodge all your claws. I'll trick him into attacking Buckmasters, and then I will wait such that when he attempts to attack Buck, I will create a portal in front of him and next to myself, so the attack will try and strike himself from behind. Does that make sense? Or?
You would have to be right next to him because remember, one end of the portal opens up next to you.
Right, so I'll stand next to him as well.
So you're going to step up, and it's going to have to be an outstanding success on that.
Ah, damn it. The Bane of the Portal spell.
Yep.
Never mind. You know, with all the minuses, I can't do it.
Buck's the man with them anyway, isn't he?
Well, I'll just try to trick him then and strike him with the Power Dagger.
Okay.
I liked your gumption though.
No, it was a great plan. It's just that's a really high target number.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Just wait and multi-action. That's -4.
Well, tricks
right
a
there.
10, so that's at least a success.
Yep. You want to bump him to very vulnerable then, I'm guessing.
Yep.
24 feet.
And then
That's
the
20.
melee attack is 9 minus 1 is 8.
And that will be a basic success because he is vulnerable.
Okay, 8 damage.
8, and that's going to give him some shock. Which he already had. Whoops, I already had one of those guys. So he already had 4 shock. That takes him to 5.
I get to draw a card out the deal. This is my pool.
All right. Now, Doc.
I'm gonna shoot him because he's in melee with somebody. I don't want to hit Doc. I don't want to hit Buck.
Well, you got that saber.
I don't know what to say, but I'm just going to use it so we don't have to. This is probably speak English, so I don't know how to I can't move in. I guess I have to move around. Melee and stab him. Stabby with the saber. 17.
17 is going to be a good success. So 1 bonus die.
And 14 points.
14.
Oh, yeah, that was your saber.
Hmm?
I was like, oh yeah, that was your saber.
Can't shoot because I might hit Buck or I might hit John or
All right, and
I think
then
melee combat really throw my game off.
it is his action. And he is indeed going after Buck. His first action is going to fail, then his flurry action. That one will also fail.
I told you.
Then we go into.
Everybody.
I like this
I
one.
really dislike
Yes,
the
villains go first and
giggles.
have a flurry.
That'd be nice.
All right, these rocks hate you.
Ooh.
Any roll of 1 to 4 is treated as a mishap this round. So a 1 to a 4 you cannot spend a possibility on.
Seize initiative.
All right, do you want the next card or the last card?
I don't really like the last one, so let's go with the next one.
Let's be the one for seizing initiative on.
That actually may have worked in your favor. All right. The signs are bad. All villains must make a fear test. Those who fail become stymied and must flee on a mishap. So,
Ooh,
with and actually, let's get another one of these. Another one of those. And with the -4, that is going to be a failure. And he's already stymied, very stymied. So, on his turn, he's taken a beating. He understands discretion is the better part of valor. And let me double check. I don't think there's a rule for breaking melee. Let me double check that. Let me check the index. Nope.
So that would be where a wait action would also come in handy if you think they're going to run.
Let me double check on the movement.
Oh, playing for the critical moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes off. He loses 2 off his speed, but he is running. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 more. And then he uses one of his perks.
Turns out it's clicking device and disappears.
What's that?
Turns out it's clicking device and disappears.
You're not far wrong with that.
Camouflage again.
Yeah. Just like the other ones did.
All right. He gets a stealth total 10. 4. All right. As he runs off, you guys kind of lose sight of him. You can still try and find him, but you got a feeling it's going to be really hard to see him. Get these guys.
Which way did you run?
Off into the wooded area.
All right. As he was running, you saw his skin changing colors to match the background. I mean, Adinos have some of their own nice perks and abilities. All right. Hero's turn.
Well, are we chasing after him?
Let's go round up the cellar to get into safety. That's the most important thing right now. So you don't know how many more of those things are hiding out in the woods.
It's a fair point.
The way those things can hide, they can be out there, you wouldn't know until they're on top of us.
That is fair.
All right. So that will end combat then. And as you guys gather up the scared, the terrified refugees, what are you going to do, Scarlet? You see this group of people, they just stood toe to toe, laid out some damage.
I guess I'll go up and introduce myself to him. And be like, hey, who are you all? What are you doing? Why was I in this?
You just kind of got stuck here. I mean, shortly after the invasion, you found yourself caught out and about. And, I mean, you always kind of had a thing for seeing the future, which kept you out of trouble. And fires did always seem to kind of start around you, but now you can control it since the lizards came.
Yeah.
I'm looking around and like, are any of you guys happen to be trained in medic?
Well, where I come from, you gotta know a good doctor or be your own doctor, so I know a few things.
I have medicine.
Oh, we also have the one leader too.
I am not.
I can patch up once we get to a safe place.
I might be able to cauterize a wound though.
I literally have medicine on my cheek, so.
So it's not a get
Yeah.
too drastic. It's
You
just a
guys-
scratch.
You guys see another woman walking up. She's human.
Hi.
Hello.
What are you guys doing?
Getting these people to safety.
Do I know any of those people? Was I part of those people?
Not this group, no.
So I'm kind of on my own.
Yep, you've just been hanging out here with the U.S. military, helping where you can. Your ability to set stuff on fire.
Not where I can.
Get in the kitchens.
Oh, Victorian would say that.
If she can start fires, I mean, you know.
I didn't say I can start fires.
Yeah, you guys have no idea where that fire came from.
Yeah.
Well, we're actually
I'm just-
congratulating him.
We
No,
can
the fire
stand
is
around
not mine.
and talk, or we can move and talk. Just nod at the new lady and just go, I'm Buck Masters.
I'm Scarlet Roth.
Oh, Scarlet? Meet Scarlet. Scarlet? That's also Scarlet.
And young Scarlet looks very confused.
One.
Oh, one, she's disconnected. You can recognize that slightly disoriented look in all the refugees. They've all disconnected.
I felt like Scarlet was someone important.
How do we reconnect them?
They just need time inside the inside the dominant zone.
Okay.
Damn it.
Can I hang out with you guys?
Almost certainly, and we'll give this big, large bow as I kind of pull my hat off, introduce myself as Wesley.
Wesley Snipes?
No. Verduin.
Wesley, what?
They're doing.
They're doing.
That's Edgelord. That's Doc. That's Frenchie. Let's move.
All right. So Buck is pushing to move on to the castle. And as you guys are walking, Wesley, you notice something sticking out of one of the trash cans. It
I'll go,
walk over to it and
investigate it.
well, apparently somebody left an M16
Huh.
sitting in the trash.
I know somebody will love this. I was kind of swinging over my shoulder as we were walking.
Okay. All right, so you guys make it over with no problem the rest of the distance to the castle. And as you approach the castle, you see Major Chandler stumble out of the darkness. Looks like he's pretty clearly looking for you guys because as soon as he sees you, his eyes light up. It's like, you're never going to leave this. We think Baru Khan himself led this assault. Might have been a bad mood for the tyrant lizard, though. One of the Marines hit him with a rocket launcher. Knocked him clean off his dinosaur. I know these High Lords have powers or something, and he's probably not dead, but he's definitely going to feel that one. We're looking for him and going to hit that gecko with everything we've got, but something weird happened during the fight, and I need you guys' help. A group of Adinos burst through the wall at the Natural History Museum. I don't know how, but somehow they were looking for something specific, and they got it. One of their priests and her warband took some old Mayan artifact out of the First Nations exhibit and hightailed it into the jungle to the north. I don't know what they took, where they're going, or what they want with it, but it can't be good. They grabbed some people, too, maybe for hostages or something. I'd send my soldiers after them, but they'll just go Tarzan as soon as they hit trouble. So it looks like I got to ask you guys to do it. Get our people back, and if you can figure out what they took and get it back, that would be good, too. If the lizards went to this much trouble for it, it can't be good for us.
You got a medic that can patch me up real quick?
Absolutely. And he does call over a medic. A 20, 26 on the medicine check. That is more than enough to get you patched up.
Hey, Buck, you need to go to the shooting the firearms?
Pat Remy? Why, yes. Yes, I am.
I'm just going to sling the M16 back from over my shoulder. Like, does this interest you?
Why, yes. Yes, it does.
All right.
Buck is now the proud owner of an M16.
As you guys are getting ready to go, Scarlet, young Scarlet, comes running up and says, You're going out after them, right? You know they took Dr. Maxwell and Billy, dragged them right out of the med tent and out into the jungle. We gotta go save them.
Don't worry, Scarlet. Buck's got a brand new boomstick.
Well, we need to hurry. Let's go.
Okay, you coming with?
Yeah?
Good.
She's like 16.
Yeah, no, I've already had to save you twice today. You stay. We take new Scarlet.
But they've got Billy.
That we'll bring him back. We need to be able to protect those who can protect themselves, not those who still need protecting.
But make a persuasion test. Oh, and hey, take a -6 on that.
I'm not persuading her. I'm telling her to stand down.
All right, it'll still have the -6 because of tribalism. Cosm card that was played.
That's fine. $11.
And let's see what she got, because this is an opposed. All right, and that is spirit.
Oh, yeah, this can long burst.
All right, she seems convinced.
Better tire the chair before we leave, just to be on the safe side.
Because all I know is I've had to save this girl twice now from things. I've seen how this movie ends. The third time she puts herself in danger, she dies tragically.
In a ball of fire?
So we're going to take new Scarlet because she seems to be able to handle herself.
I don't even know. She was just walking along the path.
I've been around for a while.
She was walking along the path by herself and the Adinos didn't attack her. Therefore, she is a threat to them.
That's because we killed them before they could attack her. You killed most of them before we could attack her. Before they could attack her.
Buck's not responding. All right. What
I
about?
don't know what you did, so don't give me that look.
I can handle my own.
She just came walking up out of nowhere. We have no idea what she did. They think we're all on us. They don't know we didn't see her.
I know, apparently, according to the laws of this area, we have to have a Scarlet with us. So we're taking the one that
The new Scarlet.
that didn't fall off the boat, that didn't get attacked by Adinos.
So we're taking the upgraded Scarlet.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say upgrade Scarlet, not new Scarlet, because new Scarlet would be better.
All right. So it's pretty easy to find the trail. One of the Marines leads you to it.
Before we leave, could we convince one of the guards to keep an eye on her, or someone to keep an eye on her so she doesn't sneak off after us?
Yeah. That's easy enough.
Oh, see, I just assumed she was going to listen to me.
The tracks that lead out of Fort Washington head directly into the swamp, and paths through the surface scum make it clear that the warband continued directly through it. As you guys follow their trail, and even in the waist-deep water, it's obvious which way this warband went. You move through the reeking slime, but you're making pretty solid progress. As you guys are going, apparently, I forgot to mark this. I need to know what order you guys are walking in.
I feel like I would walk in the back.
I'm walking
Not maybe last, but second.
next to new Scarlet.
So bring up the rear or in the middle?
How many of us are there? 5?
5.
5.
Who wants to lead? Who's our leader?
Buck Masters.
Buck Masters, are you our leader?
That's right.
Buck!
All right, now tail gun and be looking around with my find.
So you're bringing up the rear?
And I'll be...
So I'm assuming it's like Buck, then Holiday, you going right behind him, and then me and Scarlet in parallel, and then John.
Yep.
So I've got Millie out. That's the name of the M16.
What is?
Millie?
Millie.
You got Millie and Remy, huh? What's Remy
Yep.
anyway?
Remington.
Remington 870. Shotgun.
Solid, brother.
All right. This swamp was previously a reservoir. The good news is the transformation to a swamp has made it relatively shallow. Cypress-like aquatic trees have sprouted up around the banks, and patches of thick, stinking algae cover the surface. Pardon me. You can clearly see a fresh trail through the slime. The raiders must be mere minutes ahead of you. In the gloom beyond the reservoir, you see the top floors of a tall building, a hospital by its markings. A massive tree with some kind of glowing pods has grown into the side of it, breaking out windows and walls. You slosh forward, eager to get out of this reeking hell and reach what looks like a parking lot between the swamp and the hospital. As you guys are going, I need to move you guys because it is dark. Give you your vision. And everybody make a find check.
Natural 1.
You said it's dark,
Yes.
so -2.
Actually, that would be dim. Dark would be -4. It's not pitch black.
Okay.
Go up against.
So that makes my total is
10.
0, as I rolled a
So
5.
combined or
Mind. What did Scarlet? 8. What did you get, Joe?
6.
6.
I'm at 12 before any modifiers.
So with the -4, much lower. So you guys are completely caught off guard as a swarm of leeches come up to the surface, and they get one round of actions before you guys get to go.
Well, that stinks.
1 second, motherfucker.
All right, so nothing special on the line. Let me pull up the card that they got. The good news is you guys would have been stymied,
No, we're not.
but since you can't take any actions.
Yeah.
All right. Soothe the savage beast. Persuasion skill may be used as an interaction attack this round. The target is the defender's persuasion. Scene is still dramatic, and it gets to go. So this big swarm of leeches. I know it looks like one big leech, but it's actually slimy 8-inch long creatures. One big swarm and thousands of them. So, on their turn, they will swarm into, come on, stupid autosave, swarm into there, because they're going for the biggest collection of warm bodies, and everybody inside takes 2 shock.
So this is our first time going up against the swarm in this game.
That's it.
Like ever. The entire time we played it.
I don't think I'm in there.
It's just me, you, and
Me.
Wesley.
I didn't actually see where the circle was.
Yeah.
Well, then hang on to him because you're going to need it later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Go back to the drama deck as it goes into the first actual combat round. That is not the right card.
No.
I pulled from the wrong deck. All right, all characters become stymied. Heroes are fatigued, but you get to go first. Approved actions are maneuver and trick. So who wishes to go first?
Okay, so we're fatigued. So that's 2 more.
Everybody
shock.
takes 2 shock.
Is that -4 on everything or just attacks?
-2.
Told you were gonna need it.
It's just stymied. It's not.
Yeah, mine,
Oh, you mean the darkness penalty?
Yeah.
That's on any attacks.
Okay.
I'll just attacks. Or
Well,
something.
anything that would be affecting a target.
Okay. Well,
Who wishes to go first?
I'm gonna try and cast that fly. 9 is -1. Damn it. Still down by 1. Oh, I guess I'll put a card in my pool.
Okay. You going to move it all?
Yeah, I'll move away from these leeches.
Which way?
South, we'll say. 5, I suppose.
All right. Who's going to go next?
My awareness says improves physical defenses for allies.
Mm-hmm.
WI. W/I.
Within.
Oh, within range by +1. Doesn't go. I don't. It's just my allies, not me.
It includes you.
yeah, you're an ally.
Well, I just was trying to determine the difference between telekinetic barrier and awareness. Telekinetic was
You
only
would
for
know-
stealth.
You would know with this many, these guys just attack everything that's in their hex. There's no attack.
So improving physical defenses is not.
It's not going to help.
There's just too many of them.
Yep.
Also, James, it sounds like your mic cut out on this end. I hear you picked up from the table, not from yourself.
Weird.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Make sure my mic's plugged in. Yeah, everything's hooked up on my end.
It's working again now.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay.
You gonna go next then, Scarlett?
No.
Or are you gonna wait for the other people to go?
My pyrokinesis, will it hurt?
The swarm counts as one target.
Will it hurt my friends?
Not if you select the swarm.
Okay.
Because you have to do a multi-target.
Okay.
Yes, a swarm counts as one target.
Pyrokinesis now. What is my target number?
Should be right on, or no, it's not. Target number is 5. They're not very good at dodging.
I got a 13. That's a 1 bonus die. Right?
Yes, 1 bonus die.
I rolled a 6. That's 5 plus 2. That's 7. That is 21.
21. And they're in the water, so they do get some extra armor. That's still going to be enough. Yeah, you guys just see all of the entire swarm just light up in flames. 10 result points is 2 wounds. It's still there, but for some reason, it just completely lit up.
Can I step back a step?
Yep.
Or a couple steps, like, just to get a little bit away? 1 more north. There you go.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'm waiting for y'all to clear out so I can drop some Remy into it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with the same thing. Wait for Wesley to get out of the way so I can back up.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for you to get out of the way so I can do something to it too. Next one's hands off.
I'll back out. I'll back away then.
Well, I will step away and wait for now.
Okay.
And then I will, once it's clear, I'm going to, actually, no, that would be bad to do. So no, actually we won't wait. We'll step away and we will cast Enhance on Buck and Holiday.
Okay.
So roll -6. And your dex is 11, right? Yeah. That's 17. That's +4. That's 21. So that'll be 16. So you'll get a +2, and Buck will get a +3.
All right. Who's going next?
Buck out of melee, so to speak.
Buck is in melee.
Buck is in melee.
I will step back and wait. So I'll take a -2 when I do shoot.
I'm gonna back out. Everybody's out of melee now.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Well, no.
Oh,
He would have stepped back one more.
I
So
would
yeah.
step back further.
everybody's out of melee. I will shoot it.
What bullet you using?
Just regular.
Okay.
I thought about using a shock bullet, but it would be bad for all of us in the water if I did that. Just regular rounds. 6, 24 minus 2, 22.
You hit, and one leech pops.
Yeah, mine needs melee.
2 leeches pop.
Nope, just one.
Double tap the same one.
That's right.
All right, Buck.
I can't. Oh, he's at the scabbard now. He'll be able to do more damage than me.
I mean, shotgun should work,
Yeah, you got the scabbard gun.
You can hope.
right? That's what I'm hoping.
I don't have any explosive rounds anymore.
I'm gonna pump a round of Remy into it. And a minus for that, minus for the lighting. +3 for that. So I am at a 12.
12 would be one bonus die, and once you have your total, cut it in half.
Thank you. 6, 5, 10, 24, cut in half is 12.
All right. So that's going to be 2 result. I forgot to add their shock from last time. So 5, 6. All right. That leaves its turn.
Supporter in the pool.
Right, sports and pull for you, and I might be able to pull.
And it will go even up, odd, down, odd, down. It advances to there. And Holiday and Edgelord both take 2 shock.
All right, I'm shocked out.
You're shocked out.
Yep.
What's that mean?
I'm at 6 shock. I'm my total of 6 shock I can have.
So
He
Edgelord is
drops into the water unconscious.
5.
I'm not gonna shot now.
All right. That takes us to. I got to double check those rules. If you keep taking shock.
You die.
Nope. Additional shock beyond this limit is ignored. He's just KO'd.
You're unconscious?
In with Steve Moore.
Can also maybe revived with a successful first aid check.
What's the difficulty? Standard 10?
All right. So that was its turn, and we go into the next round. These have been some fun cards tonight. 15.
Okay, more shock for us.
Nope. An ill wind. Villains' missile weapons gain 10 extra meters of range this round. Villains go first. Heroes go second. However, heroes are confused. You cannot play any cards from your pool. You can still play into your pool, but you cannot play any that are currently in your pool. Approved actions are attack. On its turn, it's just going to stay there and cause 2 more shock to Holiday.
I'm out.
And Holiday drops to the ground, or drops into the water unconscious.
Well, this will take out. And
And that leaves 3 of you able to do anything.
I'm gonna fire this again. I feel like it's a good thing they picked me up.
Yeah.
Oh!
Did you roll a 1?
I did. Can I use the possibility to?
No.
Not on a 1.
You have another card?
She can't play any cards from her pool.
I have. Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I can play something now.
All right, you take 2 shock, and you disconnect.
I have.
Oh wait, you're a realm runner. You ignore the first disconnect of the act.
Oh, she's a core there too?
Yep,
Nice.
I'd say I knew there was something that.
she does have the realm runner perk.
It's a good perk.
It is a great perk. All right, so you fizzle and
So we can go grab
you start bleeding a little from the nose as you just kind of pushed yourself too hard on that one. Buck or Jean, who's going next?
You go first with the scatter gun, I guess.
Well, I'm kind of worried about hitting our friends.
That is a good point.
Let me. Nah, the fly's too risky this round.
Without risk, there is no reward.
Well, that's true.
risk it for
Dice, do something good this time. Don't be stupid idiots. Nope, you are being stupid idiots, so I will throw a possibility at you to make you less stupid idiots. Okay, 17. I finally get airborne.
All right, you are floating in the air.
And I will fly up into one of these trees here. Try and get one that's sufficient to support my weight.
Okay.
Well, that's an interesting thing.
And now I am finally set up to pull my plan. Next round.
All right, Buck.
All right, well. My friends are covered in leeches. They're not running out. I need to do something. So let's pump full of Remy. All right, so we've got. That is a 11 to hit.
11 to hit. What was the actual die roll?
That was a 16 on the die.
Okay. Well, that's good news at least. That's going to be 1 bonus die, and once again, knock it in half.
Right. That's going to be 8 total after the half.
That's pretty good.
All right. Next round.
All right, that would take down
What's that?
the duration of the buff.
I got 1 more round on that buff, right?
Oh no, you have 2 rounds on it.
Crumbling Ruins. Heroes must test agility or become very vulnerable. So everybody who's awake, make a dexterity. I don't know why it says agility because that is not this system.
Alright, very vulnerable I am.
Hey, Dave, can you pick up my die?
As
roll 42.
Buckmaster, because I rolled 1.
What am I making? I'm sorry, Jinx.
Dexterity. Target number is 10.
15?
You were good. What did Buck get?
Buck is very vulnerable. As I rolled a 1.
All right, heroes go first. Villains have an up condition. Not that it matters because they don't really roll dice.
Yeah.
And approved actions are maneuver,
Can heroes use cards?
supporters, and things like that. Yeah, and you can still trade.
Okay, so I can use idea or no?
Idea, no, because that would be you shouting out an idea to people.
Okay, so anyone got
Action
supporters
goes
in
into my
play?
pool. Nick, what did I draw last turn?
Would you put in your pool, Mike?
I don't even have a supporter.
I put action in the pool. What did I draw?
Romance.
Okay. I'm gonna try my telekinesis again.
Pyrokinesis.
Are you just going to discard the romance, Mike?
14?
All right, that is enough to give you 1 bonus die.
16.
16. 6 result points, and another burst of fire, and the leech swarm disperses. You're not sure where that fire is coming from.
Well, I'll head down and
Pretty
start
sure
first aiding
it's-
our people.
Coming from Scarlet, considering Frenchie doesn't do anything,
Yep.
Nope.
and that didn't start happening until Scarlet showed up.
And as you approach, you do notice that she's got blood leaking out of her left nostril.
You need to stay off the coke before we go into missions. This isn't the 80s anymore.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
It'll take me a few
I
attempts,
didn't
but
know
I can get
you
people
earlier.
legal first aid.
Okay.
Oh, we recover one shock per what?
1 shock per minute.
I mean, I'm assuming it's going to take several minutes to do all that anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I can be gone 12 minutes. Shoot.
Yes.
Shoot.
Yep.
Sit. Shock. You can leave them there so we
All right.
die again.
It's an angle.
So you guys finally come up out of the swamp.
What are we doing in this one for again?
For saving
Chasing
people.
the warband.
Yeah.
Rescuing the doctor and his assistant.
This is going to be a good spot. You step heavily from the thick muck of the swamp onto concrete. Across a cracked street is a 6-story L-shaped building. In the interior corner of the L is a massive tree that has burst through the glass walls on either side. Thousands of bioluminescent insects buzz lazily about the tree and leaving glowing green trails in their wake. With their light, you make out a large black hollow in the tree's base large enough for a human to walk into. But the strangest thing is at the base of the tree where you see a dozen or so pods. Each one is dark brown, wet, and roughly human-sized. Pulsing vines lead from the pods into the base of the tree, seemingly conveying some kind of luminescent fluid or energy into it. And with that, we'll pick up next week.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Everybody, thanks for watching. I'm hoping that I didn't screw up the recording this time. I don't think I did. And we'll see you next time. Have a great night.
I've done the 2 possibilities. Might cast 1.
I've got 3 still.
Yep, only
I got
one
mine written
possibility.
down.